Hello everyone! So today we're going to unbox something I got from my keyboard.eu. This video is not sponsored, but I got this item for free. And this item should be Tecsee stabilizers. But from the weight of it, it seems to be a bit more than only stabs. So without further ado, let's start the unboxing. So without further ado, let's unbox it. Okay, there's a bit. Very intrigued. What's inside? Ooh, nice. Oh, they are sending these new stickers. Very nice. I really waited for stickers to, exceed my collection, to make it complete with all those vendors and stuff. Yeah, I'm happy with this, thanks. Yeah, also the card we always get. Yeah. And as I thought, it's not only the stabs. There are some more things. So the first thing I see, they sent some springs. Oh man, these are MX Supreme 210 springs. I think these are quite good for me build. So maybe we will do a meme build. Man, this is so heavy. My keyboard that you know that I really like springs. Thanks for this. We'll try this out. Maybe now, or maybe later, on build or something. But yeah, cool, very nice. Maybe I will show how they look. They look like this. Probably you are quite interested how these heavy springs looks. Yeah. So, yeah, they look like this, and I can feel stiffness right now. Like, it's stiff. Oh man. It's like on those pens you have, that's very heavy springs. So it's something similar, but it's kind of interesting, Imagine tactile build with this. Probably tactile would feel completely linear. Holy Bandit would feel like MX Browns with this. But I'm quite interested. Oh man, this is so funny. I like these meme springs. Very cool. We'll do something with those. Okay, so yeah, these are the springs. Now, yeah, some packaging foam. You can add it here. Oh, okay. So, very nice. So we got the stabs, Tecsee stabs, and some switches, some new Tecsee diamond switches, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So, which first I should pick? Maybe these, the stabilizers. So yeah. So they asked what color I would like. So I chose the blue because I think it's very unique color. I mean, there's not a lot of stabs with this color. And yeah, and stabs looks like this. Oh, they are moving quite a lot. Yeah, I'm very interested in these, but yeah, cool. So these stabs cost 13 euros. So it's pretty cheap compared to competition like Duroc V2s, which I think cost 21 euro in Europe. Yeah, so how these looks? From the first impression, they really remind Duroc stabs. Yeah, they really remind those, but they're quite moving. But aren't Duroc stabs also moving? I think they're moved too. So for these stabs, I think maybe Holy Mod or something similar would really help. Yeah. So now the color. The color really looks great. It's like this blue aquamarine color. So if you are going for some kind of blue build, it should go really well. They also have other colors. They have pink color, purple color, and smoky color and transparent color. So yeah, quite a variety of colors for you to choose. But in my opinion, probably the most interesting colors are the blue, pink, and maybe purple, because you can't get these colors for Duroc. Maybe you can get in some kind of Chinese factory, but like normally they aren't available. Only I saw that Duroc are selling like purple stabs, but they are a bit different from the ones that Tecsee is offering. They are more of a Game Boy purple, while Tecsee stabs are more of like Jimky laser purple. So yeah, so that's that. So okay, more about these stabs. Yeah, they're moving quite a lot. So I'm not sure. Maybe I'll show you. I will compare to the Duroc stab. Okay. So as I see, these are not competing with Duroc V2 stabs, because they still uses those old kind of style clip-ins, which means they don't protect from while going out. So you have to find ways to protect. Okay, so we'll compare with this TU stab. So it kind of moves a lot. It kind of needs a lot of loop to be prepared for a build. But man, this color is so nice. Okay, and for comparison, I have Duroc V1 stab near me, and it's purple color. Yeah, so I will build it now, so we could compare. So here's the Duroc V1. Now, horizontal wobble test. Okay, so it's moving too. Horizontal, it's also moving, as you see. It's moving. Now compare it to the Tecsee stab. Okay, the Tecsee stab. Tecsee stab is moving a bit more. The main problem of it moving that much is because this wire is not very like clipped in good, so it moves like this. While Duroc V1, it also moves, but not as much. So yeah. So for these stabs, I really would recommend some kind of mod, maybe holy mod, maybe tape mode, maybe how it's called, tailor mode. There are all kind of modes. So yes, I would recommend, or maybe how is that called, film mode, not film, but yeah, film. There's film mode, not with TX film, but with those other films. It's also like similar to holy mod. So for these tabs, I really would recommend some kind of mod. Yeah. Now how it goes up and down. It goes quite good. Yeah. Now this how that goes. This goes even better. Okay, so when comparing these two stabs, from initial impression, I think that Duroc V1s have an edge. A bit better, they are a bit better. But considering the price, only 13 euros, and whatever stab you take, you will probably do mods. This is a good choice. Like, this is pretty good choice. Of course, this is only initial impressions, so I can't say if with loop and mods which would be better. Maybe they would be equal. So if they are equal, why would you should pick Duroc V1, which are more expensive, when you can pick the Tecsee stabs with variety, plethora of colors? So yeah, so from initial impression, Duroc V1 wins a bit, just a bit. But with mods, I'm not sure which would be better. Maybe Tecsee, maybe Dura, but we'll have to test it later. So yeah, stay tuned. Probably we'll make a build with these tabs down the line, and I will show it on the title so you would know. Okay, so yeah, but maybe on this tab is a bit rattly. We'll try with, oh, if we just take this out. Wait. How we take this out? Oh, man, like this, yeah. And they are now very burst. Okay, maybe I'll try another stab. This one. This is also moving. Yeah, it's moving. It's moving. So what I would recommend, a lot of Crytox 205 G0 on this place, so the movement would be eliminated, like this sideways movement, and of course mods here. Okay, but yeah, so that's all for this initial impression. Yeah, so they look like this. We'll test these tabs on the ultimate stabilizer comparison video. Yeah, I didn't show you washers. And the washers. Yeah, considering you also get washers. Yeah, why it's so? Yeah, these washers. It's kind of good bang for the buck, but only true testing will tell the truth if it's better or not. So from initial impression, I would give it, I don't know, 7 out of 10. If there wouldn't be that side movement, it would be quite perfect. But yeah, this will need some mods. I feel it. Okay, so that's about the stab. And now the switches. So these are called, as I said before, Tecsee Diamond linear switches. They have, I think, UHMP top, UHMP stem, and PC bottom, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so we will test it. The smell test. It smells not bad. It smells like plastic. Okay, so yeah, so this is how the switch looks from the old sides. I hope you can see it. I will make it near to you. Yeah, I see. It looks like this. And here is the initial sound. Ooh. Whoa. Man, the sound is quite good. It's very like, it's quite low pitch, no? Just listen. You know, I kind of like it. Now the wobble test. Horizontal wobble test. Wobbles a bit. Vertical. Vertical is much less, so it's more horizontally, which is, in my opinion, good, because vertical movement is annoying when playing games and stuff, and horizontal is not that much important. Yeah, so yeah, the sound is quite good. I like it. The stem wobble is not bad. Now the feel. No, it's UHMP, so it's quite smooth. It feels quite heavy. I read that these are like 2-stage springs. So okay, I'm not really sure what that means, but I will describe you with the feel. So I feel it's like a bit light till here. It's light till here, and then suddenly becomes harder. So something like this. Probably something similar to progressive springs. But yeah, it's not bad. As I read on the internet, it's something in between progressive and slow springs. But it feels quite heavy. Like, it's 63.5 spring, but it feels much heavier than the other ones. Okay, so the feel, it's smooth. It's quite smooth. The smoothness level will be similar to maybe inks. Similar to inks. It's not like on the GWK smoothness because it has that. If you go really slow, it has that in the beginning. It has like a bit. It needs a bit, I think, to break in a bit. It has a bit of rubbing feeling, but only in the beginning. When you overcome it, it's good. It's very smooth. And then but man, the sound is wow. It bottoms out fully, so it's nice. And man, this color is also really nice. It kinda, I mean, it's mint. This, okay, it's diamond. Okay, but actually it's mint, and this is more like aquamarine, but they really go well together. Man, I really want to make a build with this. Man, okay, so now what we will do, we'll compare these with other stock popular linear switches. So yeah, so I have some keycaps. These are the replacement keycaps of GMK Burgundy, but they are now quite good for testing, you know, before I install them on the board. So yeah, so installing. So see, how these are called? Diamond, Tecsee diamond. Okay, so we'll get the T on this, so we'll know that it's Tecsee, Tecsee, and we'll test now it separately with the keycap. Oh man, damn. These are, oh man, they have so much stock in it. Like, it's quite talky. So if you want talky switch, Tecsee diamond linear switches is what you should try. My god, this is awesome. I really want to make a build with this. Imagine this is without loop. So imagine how it will sound with loop. Man, this is nice. This is nice. As I said, the spring's a bit on the heavier side, even with the keycap. But it's not too heavy. It feels like Gateron black ink, you know, on the 70G, something like that. But man, the sound. Oh man, just listen. Man, I love this. You know what? Maybe I will do build soon with this. I have GMK modern Dodge Light keycaps, so maybe I will try, you know, to combine them with this, because as you can see, the color is really going with the theme. I could do that, like this teal kind of color build. Yeah, white, teal, and this. Man, very nice build. I'll probably do it. Not sure when. Not sure if on this case, because I also have polycarbonate case. So maybe with having this like polycarbonate kind of color, maybe it would look also even better. But I think both kind of builds would look pretty good. But yeah. It's stocky. Okay, so now comparing it to other linear switches. Man, with this stock, I kinda like, the only like competition would be maybe inks, because this is quite good. This, whoa. I would say this is the main competitor of inks. This is so good sounding. I'm so amazed. Okay. Okay, so the keycaps, so the things you could see, yeah. Okay, so this is Tecsee one. Now trying this one, MOVs. MOVs could be GWK, MOVs, What color I should choose for MOVs? MOVs, maybe U. Yeah, U. It will be for MOVs. Okay. Now for cream, of course, Okay, creams. Now for 8008, of course, 8. Ink. I also have Gator yellow, so maybe we should try yellow, E. So yeah, so these are the linear switches I have, like quite much for the builds. I'm trying to now take the switches and test all those switches which I can make a build, you know. So in the future maybe I could do a fair comparison. Yeah. So yeah, so comparing the switches. Again, the Tecsee diamond linear switches. MOVs. Creams. $8,008 inks. Gator yellow. Yeah, so now I will test with each switch by changing from Tecsee to MOVs, from Tecsee to cream, from Tecsee to 8008 ink, from Tecsee to Gator yellow. Starting. And after that, I will comment how I felt those switches. Maybe after each comparison. Tecsee. MOVs. Tecsee. Okay, so comparing MOVs to Tecsee, Tecsee is much lower pitched. This one is more like a plasticky, you know, a bit higher pitched. Smoothness wise, GWK wins. It feels a bit lettery, like creams, but it's not that much lettery. Like this, just a bit lettery. Yeah, not like creams. Now the sound again. So yeah, so it's like much better sounding, much more lower pitched. Yeah. So it kind of feels like it competes with cream. So I'm really intrigued with the next comparison. So in my opinion, If you are searching for smoothness, JWK moves. If you are searching for sound, Tecsee wins. So yeah. Now Tecsee and creams. So Tecsee. Creams. And Tecsee again. Okay. So the creams and the Tecsee are quite similar in sound. I would say that it feels that Tecsee is a bit lower pitched. It has that, like, I don't know, so how to say, it's like bassy sound, like bassy sound. Do you hear it? It has bassy sound, and this one, it's more on the clack side, you know, like, you know that creams are good clacky switch, like it's like how to say, like an example how clacky switches should sound. So yeah, this is more talky. It's not very poppy as people like to describe these days. It's not very poppy because it's, you know, when you know and you hear about poppy like sound, you feel like those that creamy kind of sound. This one is not very creamy. It's more like a bassy, like talky bassy sound. But it's more high pitched, so it's more clacky poppy, and it's more bassy, just bassy, and a bit clacky, but just a bit. It's more on the talky sound side. So yeah, so for me, it's so hard to choose between these two. Okay, smoothness wise, okay, smoothness wise, Tecsee wins, but not a lot. It's you know, it's not super smooth switch. It's more for the sound. It's kind of strange. It's UHP stem, and it's sounding better than feeling smooth. It's kind of weird, but it just feels like that, you know. The sound is much better than the feel. So yeah, but I think in both sound and feel, Tecsee wins a bit. So considering it's only $5.70 per 10 pack, while screams are 6.5 yeah, euros per 10 pack. This is much more worth buy between those two. Okay, so the clear winner here is Tecsee. So creams goes here. Okay, I will do, you know, like the best switches goes there. If they are equal, they go in the same line. If they are better, it goes here. So yeah, now Tecsee and 8008 Inc. Yeah, 8008 Inc. Tecsee again. Okay, so it's clear that these are more lower pitched. But these are poppy. Like, they have that poppy sound. Inks have that. It's not as lower pitched as this. You can feel that high pitched sound a bit. That's why people use a Kratos 205 G0 on inks to make it more talky. But stock, it has more of that, you know. It has that clack a bit. But man, this is also a very good switch. I like it. Good sound, good. It's more of a poppy sound. While this, it's stocky. It's like, just listen. It's so lower pitched. But smoothness wise, inks win. So again, inks win in smoothness, Tecsee wins in sound. Yeah, so that's that. I think it should be similar to Gateron Yellow in smoothness. So let's find out. Tecsee versus Gateron Yellow. Tecsee. Gateron Yellow. Again, Tecsee. Okay, very interesting comparison. So again, Tecsee, Yellow. So, okay, so it's clear that this sounds much better. Again, much more talky. Like, it's the most talky switch of all of these. Like, man, the talkiness of this is so amazing. Now, the smoothness wise, it has different kind of smoothness. I would say they are equal, but in different ways. This is again, like Ream's, lettery feeling. It feels lettery. So, you know, if it's lettery, it's not super smooth. So we can say that. But this one feels sandy or scratchy, like you would like to say. It has that sand, that scratch a bit. So I'm not sure which you prefer of the not smoothness thing, lettery or sand, but this feels sound. So in smoothness, they are kinda equal. And even Yellow has a bit, it has a bit of that binding, a bit of that. Man, they are quite similar. Okay, in smoothness they are equal. But in sound, this is the clear winner. Just listen again. It's also quite kind of poppy, but it's not as good as 8008 inks, and it's just not as good. So it goes here, and Tecsee goes here. So yeah, so that was the comparison. And what I found out from this comparison is that Tecsee is the most lower pitched switch of all of these. So if you seek lower pitch sound, this is the winner. Then maybe goes Creams is kind of lower pitched, and Inks. They are kind of similar in their pitchness, just that this is more poppy and this is more clacky. So what you choose. Then goes Yellow, and of course GWK is mostly like high pitch switch, high pitch clack switch. So yeah, so in the sound department, this wins. This is the okay, these two are the second ones. This is the third one, and this one there. So in the sound department, it's like this. But in the smoothness department, it's more like this. Yeah. So the GWK wins. Then 808 inks. Then this. Yeah. So in the smoothness department, it's like that. Yeah. So okay, like this maybe. Yeah, like this. In the smoothness department. So winner is GWK Moves, of course. Then the inks are quite smooth. They're all kind of similar, but maybe a bit more smoother is the GWK. But the smoothness difference is negligible. These two are a little bit scratchy. This one is more letter. This one is more sandy, but they are quite good. They are like an okay kind of smoothness. A loop can help it and fix it and make it very smooth. And the creams are the least smoothness. So overall, I would say it's like this. From the like, which switches I would choose for the build. So Tecsee goes here. If I want soundy, like good sounding build, like lower pitch, talky, I take this. Then maybe mouse goes here. It's, how to say, it's like, I like it, but it's like not like a backup switch, more of a backup switch, not a main switch. Then the creams would go maybe in line with it, maybe here. Yeah, creams is not a very nice switch. 8008 inks. They kind of go with Tecsee. They are different switches, but both are lower pitched and quite nice. And Gator Yellow is on the creams side. Like also, it's more of a backup switch, you know. It's not like a main switch I would use. So it goes more with the cream. So it's more like that. What I would choose for the build. And now, strictly like if you want to see how I rate them, strictly with the first, second, third place. So I would say this one maybe is the best. Oh, I like inks. Then, you know what? Tecsee. The second one that goes to Tecsee, takes second place. I like the sound. The sound is the winner of all of those, so it's kind of clear why I like it. But the smoothness could be a bit better, so it goes on to second place. Then GWK Mauves, then inks, and then creams. But I like creams too. Like I know that they are in lowest like category, just because I have to compare these two. If creams would be a bit more cheaper, I think they would go like maybe even here. It has good sound, but that price really detracts for me wanting it. So yeah, so it's like that. So, you know, Tecsee is quite good switch. I like it, and I can't wait to make a build. Yeah. So yeah, so those springs are quite also funny. So just to recap, we got the springs, which are kinda funny, kinda troll. 210. Oh my gosh, these springs. But thank you, and my keyboard to you. You know that I really like split springs. Good joke. Now these tabs, yeah, quite nice tabs. The color is, but now the performance is not bad. But I will know how it performs only when I do a deep dive test, and I will do it in the ultimate, or maybe I will call it differently, but stabs comparison video, which I will probably make because I really have a lot of stabs like this and like this stab, you know, a lot of stabs. This stab, which is, yeah, drug with ones and drug with twos with those, you know, different clips. So yeah, so I will do it on next video. And now the switches, the Tecsee switches are really amaze me. I didn't expect they will sound so good. So yeah, so I can't wait to make a build with it. Maybe some kind of, you know, white, polycarbonate kind of, and teal and gray kind of build, you know. Yeah. So yeah. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I hope it answers a few questions for you when you're choosing the switches or the stabilizers. Yeah, so overall I could say that I really recommend Tecsee switches. It's my complete recommendation. You can just buy it now because it's really nice. The stabilizers, the price is really good. So it can be a good alternative to drug V1s. But of course, if you want to upgrade, you will still want to buy drug V2s because they have different like clipping in a mechanism. I can show you how what I'm talking about. You see? Maybe you can see on the camera. It clips in like this from the inside, while the Tecsee and kind of almost every stabilizer clips in like from the outside, as I like to say. Yeah, this one too. See, from the outside. So that's why So that's why drug ones are so praised for, because they kinda engineered the switch differently, which is really nice, and they done it quite fast, I could say. Yeah, so about these stabilizers I will talk in the next video. So yeah, so that's that. I will make maybe even more videos about these. Can't wait to try these too. And yeah, so thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and of course subscribe, like, comment. What do you think about these switches, these stabilizers, these springs? Yeah, tell me your thoughts. Maybe you also tried it. Maybe you have questions. Don't hesitate, just ask. And yeah, till the next time.